Well, we got headphones, bro. Let's go. Listening to some 21 Savage. Mm. Yo, hold on. Mm. Let me put the chat on this screen so I can read it properly. Mm. Let's go, boys. For the love of God is 25. What's up with guys? Yo, stop your speculations, boy. Yo, no, bro. Yo, let me tell you this. If you plan to have kids in this economy when you're broke, trust me, bro, you gotta cost your life, dog. You gotta get your money up first. No, having kids is not a priority. It's not, man. Just focus on you first. Get your money up, get your life up. Then you can build a family. You feel me? All right. How y'all been though? Can you guys hear me? Let me hope you guys can. Okay, you guys can hear me. Good. Hey, bro, I'm listening to some tough songs. Mm. Hold on. Let me put this stuff here. I think you guys. Put this here. No. Like this. Okay. Good. Let's go. So, you guys know that yesterday we stopped on arrays and slices. So what I'm trying to do today, not IntelliJ, not IntelliJ. Calm down, my boy, IntelliJ. All right, not you. It's not your day today. All right, it's a go day. Let's go. So we spoke about arrays and, and slices, and that's what we're gonna be doing today. Let's go. So there's a problem with this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and delete this. Okay, I'm gonna walk you guys through this array problem. Yeah, I'm gonna walk you guys through this array problem and see what's up. So let's start with the test first, since we are doing test-driven development, right? So let me just delete everything that is in here for now. Maybe just delete this entire arrays thing first, and then I'll walk you guys through what I have learned so far in arrays and slices. So let's go to a file and just create arrays. Maybe I could call this something else, but it's okay. Arrays is fine for now. So always when we're doing test-driven development, we need to start with the test. So let's say we want to like sum up numbers within anti-gravity is trolling me, by the way. Secretary replace anti-gravity IDE.ex. The shortcut directs to uninstall. So when I double click it, install it. Yo, how? Is that a bug? I don't know. So so let's start with the test. I think that's a you unique problem. I've never experienced that. Maybe it's a Windows issue. Windows mention. Ah boy, so let's get straight into it. As you can see, we start with the test. It's a bug that happens when you refuse to download an update. Of course, bro. Why are you refusing to upgrade? Are you beefing with the company or what? For real. So, let's start. Let's start with the arrays problem. So, as you can see, we are starting with the tests. So we are trying to do sum of all integers or all numbers inside an array. So let's create that function. That test function is just going to be test sum. We can just call it maybe test addition or test sum is still cool. And in order to turn this into okay, I think you guys can see this, right? Because everything is zoomed out. So let me just zoom it in so it's very, very clear. Something like this. Yeah, I think 170, 150 is cool, or maybe 175. Yeah, I think 170, 150 is fine. So we can stick with 150. Now, as you can see, in order to turn this into a testing thing, we need the T and the pointer to the testing the T, and now it's a test function. So what we're gonna do is that do Go arrays work like Java arrays? We are yet to find out. I already know though, but let's see. Let's see it together. So here's what we're gonna do, right? Now we have our hold on. We have our function already in here. So we need to first initialize an array. And now this is how we initialize an array in Go, right? We can have, for example, numbers array. Let's say we need like a nums array, something like this. Nums array, we need to initialize it like this. Now we can have int and it's a fixed size. Obviously, let's say we need like 5 elements, right? It could be 1 up to 5, 1, 2 up to 5. Oh my god, 3 up to 5. But now this is not an array. This is a slice, right? There's a difference between a slice and an array. A slice, hold on. A slice is not fixed size, right? While an array is fixed sized. Okay, something like this. So whenever we have like 5 elements here and we don't include within the array a fixed size like this, then this becomes an array. But when we remove this fixed size, it becomes a slice. And you'll understand why it's important to have like a slice or an array. I mean, to have the two coexisting, but they are literally the same thing. The only difference is just the fixed sizes. Now, we could write this in a better way as well. Not a better way, but we could have something like var nums array, and then say this is our type int. I mean, it's an something like this int whatever, and then we can have this. I think it still works the same way, right? Like let's say 5, and then we can have 1, 2 up to 5, and it still works the same. So remember, this is our shorthand is now helping us. You feel me? So it's like list integer versus int this. You realize that Java has that too. Java has like int something like this. I think Java has like a list of lists. This is how you do it. But you can also have something like this in Java. It's equals a new int. This is like for Java. I think something like that. Int array nums equals a new int, and then you can put like the fixed size of like 5, or if you can leave it with that fixed size, it depends. But I think yeah, you see they are not really the same, but they serve the same purpose. So let's go and first initialize. Um, like our test is going to take in first an array, right? And this is going to be coming as a parameter. So that means we are going to say got, what we got is the sum actually. So we need to create that sum function. And now this sum function is going to take in our, actually we are going to need to create a sum since we are testing the sum, right? We are testing the sum and we are doing test driven development. We are going to start with creating this nums function. It's not existing at the moment, so it's going to throw us. It's expected. We want this to happen so that we can solve it. That's what test driven development is. And then we want look at this. We want the sum of these numbers. So if you add all these numbers, it's 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 2 plus 3 is 15. So we want 15 to be in order for our solution, I mean for our test to pass, right? So now then we throw an error like if got is not the same as want, then we go ahead and just throw that error, and we have this. Now we can also add our values. We can say values or maybe numbers. We can say numbers. Our numbers, let's put this percent v in order to get the value. Percent v is for values, percent d is for digits, percent s is for strings. I think percent q is also for strings. So let's just go ahead and add those numbers because we want to know at the end of the day when we get an error, how are we going to get an error here? If what we got is not the same as what we want, then we are going to get an error. Well, who's going to test the correctness of the value assigned to want? Now, that's a very nice question, by the way. Want is what you want. You get it? Like, for example, why do you test something? It's because you already know the result, right? Since it's testing, you already know the result. You get it? So test-driven development is like, yo, I already know what I want. So if what I got is not what I wanted, then it's wrong. That's just basically it. So if whatever happens in the got function, I mean the got variable here, if at the end of the day this equates after this solution runs, it's not the same as what I want, then just throw an error. So literally the want is always there. It's like a fixed answer. You get it? I think that makes sense. That's the point of testing. You already know the behavior, but you want to confirm if the function behaves as expected, actually. So that is done. Now we have that in place. So I think we have that. Now we need to go and create a function. If we try to run this now, let's try to run this test function. We are going to get undefined sum, and that's what we want actually. So now let's go and create that sum function. And we're going to have sum is going to be sum.go, and we're going to create that function. Now another thing is it's not always advisable to have this like capital whatever, so we're going to keep it as sum.go or main.go, whatever. So let's just rewrite it like this. So now it's go. Is it like that though? I assume you have a complicated algorithm, you know what it should do, but the specific answer is not something you necessarily can know. How does that work? Okay, what's your question? Like your question is a little bit uh now, here's the thing though. Let's just, why do you test, right? Why do you test? Because you already know how the system should work. Like for example, let's say you want to add, like for example, this thing here. We want to add these numbers. Like logically, you already know that these numbers will sum up to 15. So if our function runs and it doesn't give us 15, then it's wrong. That's just for like this test case here. But other test cases, like for example the ones we did yesterday, let me walk you through this hello test. Notice what we are doing here. We are saying, hey, what we got, right? Let's just revert it. Let's say what we want is hello FBI, and then we compare it against what we got, right? Our function is a hello function, and what we got is FBI plus language here. This language is an empty string here, so when it's an empty string, just just resort to hello FBI. You get it? So if this function runs and it doesn't give us hello FBI, it's going to fail. Now let's show you here. Test hello function ran, and then it ran this saying hello to people, like for example this one here, saying hello to people, and then it passed. The reason why it passed is because it is the same as what we wanted to say hello FBI, and it said hello FBI. That's the reason why it worked. Now if you go back to the function here, you see that we are saying, hey, in the parameter of hello we are expecting name and language, and if the name is not, if the name is actually empty, if there's no name given, then just leave it as hello world, or else just use this switch statement. If the case we have like a prefix, if it's a Spanish, right? If the language is Spanish, then the prefix is a Spanish, a prefix which is like hola. And French is bonjour and stuff. Or else just resort to the name, which is going to be our FBI name, which was given within here. We said name is FBI, so it will just say hello FBI if it's empty. I think you get the point, right? It's almost like we already know the answer that we want, and we are testing against the answer that we already want. But it's always the case. The want being some concrete, hard-coded known value. That is the point of testing, though. Like, even if, okay, first just analyze what you do using Mockito, right? Well, let alone Mockito, even like Java, Spring Boot in general. You say, okay, um, I'm trying to test this endpoint. The endpoint, I expect the endpoint to return a string saying hello world. And if this endpoint returns something else, then the test should fail. And that's basically it. You already know the answer. So the point of testing is we already know the answer, but we just want to confirm that the function is actually true. You get it? But you can do it the other way around though. I really don't know, but I guess like that's as far as my knowledge can take me. Oh my god, explaining this stuff made me heated. But yeah, I want you to do more research on the testing thing, and then I think it will be easier for you. I guess I'm looking at it in a weird way. How? Okay, the way you're thinking is that testing somehow we don't know what we want, and then we how are we testing it if we don't know? It's like, okay, it's like someone right now going to the bank and trying to test fake bank notes, and he doesn't know the difference between the fake ones and the real ones. How is he going to test it? You get it? You test the fake ones by knowing the real ones, and then it's easier for you to tell the real from fake. And that's the point of testing. I think I don't know how simple I can put it, but yeah, that's all I can. My knowledge can take me. I'm probably thinking about some math algorithm and I'm feeding in some input, but it's too hard to compute the outcome manually. Do you know what to test it for? You do not test algorithms. I don't know what you don't test algorithms like that. Now, take for example, let's say algorithms. Yes, for example, when you're doing lead code questions, for example, two sum problem, right? They tell you that given given an array of nums, right? The differences or some given the given an array of nums, give me the indices of two numbers that add up to a target. Think about it. If the target is like 4, what's the sum of two numbers in an array of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What are the indices of the numbers that can add up to 4? You will know that, okay, it's 4 is like what? Is 1 and 3, right? So the index of 1 is actually 0 1. Yes, it's 1, and then 3 is 2. So you return the indices as 1 2 because you already know. So now the compiler will, lead code in general, they have expected outputs, right? So you have your input and output. So the output is that the indices are 1 and 2. And if this algorithm doesn't give me 1 and 2, then it's wrong. And that's basically it. Like, we already know the answer. We just want to test against the answer that we know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's nice though. It's always good to like want to know something. But I love that. I love that. Let's go. Even me, bro, it was confusing me at first, but I had to like lock in to get it better. So yeah, in general, like the purpose of testing is that we already know the end result and we just want to work our answer to match with the end result, and then boom, our test is passed. So that's basically it, my boy. And that's why when you write submit, lead code runs and then it compares your solution to what it has, and then if it's correct, then it. So I think that's it. We'll go back to now the sum function and create the sum function. So now the sum function is a little bit gonna be confusing. We're gonna write sum since it's the only thing that we need. Now, this test driven development is very funny because you need to first write the test. and then after that, um, work your solution now. Not the solution, but try to verify that, hey, I mean, write the minimal code that will allow the test to run, and then you have it. I just realized how. Not really, bro. Not really. It's not. Okay, now, as we know that we are dealing with sum of numbers, so that means here, remember we are dealing with array of nums. I mean, array of numbers called nums, and it's integers, integer array. So we need to go back to our sum, and we are going to say array, not array. Oh my God, what am I saying? Nums, and then nums is of type integer like this, and it's a fixed number actually. Since we have it as fixed number here, let's put it as fixed size for now. Let's start with the fixed size array. It's going to be an array just like that of ints, and then at the end of the day, we need to return type of this function to be integer. And then boom, now we start working our way towards solving or comparing, making sure that our test runs. Now, let's try to run this first and see what's going to happen. So we have a missing return. So that means we go back here and try to return something. Now here, let's start by returning nums. What are we actually returning? Let's say we return the sum as 0, right? Return sum as 0, will it make sense? Let's just say return 0 for now. Let's just return 0. Let's try to return 0 right now, and then run our code again and see what will happen. So as you can see now, our test is now running, but it has a problem. Hey Emma, Emperor was good, man. Oh, Emperor is always greeting me and FBI, my dog. Let's go, bro. How are you guys doing? All right, let's see. We have got 0 and we want 15. Have you noticed it now, boy? FBI, are you seeing? I think you're now understanding, right? Now you can see how like test driven development is now coming into picture. We got 0 and we want 15, so the test has failed, and literally we are now like, you get it, we are cooking. All right, so now let's try to now solve our problem. So as you can see, the test is going to fail because we got 0, but we want 15. Have you noticed that? So now let's go back to our code here and try to work our way towards getting 15. So now we already know that we got 0. So what are we going to do in order to get 15? That means we need to add up these numbers. So now this compiler has already given us the answer that we need. In order to get this test to pass, we need to like loop through. But there's one issue. What if you change the input? You have to manually change all the tests you're testing. What if you're running 10 different tests for some function? Very good. We're going to get to that. I like this questioning. It means you're following, my brother. Let's go. All right. We shall get there, okay? Let's just focus on trying to solve this problem, right? And your mind will catch up to this and you'll love this. Even me, bro, like the first day, I was like, bro, oh my God, this is like unnecessary work. But I realized this is like industry type of development, dog. And this is what you'll be doing every day in your job, writing tests, solving the tests, making sure the tests pass. And that alone just makes you stand out from the crowd because everybody is just, the first thing they do, let's build an API. They don't know what the hell is going on. Let's just build an API. But now we are starting with the basics. So, all right, let's get to it now. So, yeah, for real. So we got 15. I mean, we got 0, but we want 15. So the only way for us to get 15, in order for this test to work, we need to now add these numbers. So that already gives us a question. How do we add the numbers within an array? Simple thing. We need to just iterate or traverse. Do you traverse an array? I think you traverse through an array, right? So we need to traverse through the array while adding up the numbers, and then that already gives us a question in our brain to ask, okay, don't we need a variable to store the sum of those numbers? And then boom, we need to now create a we need to now create a sum. So let's go ahead and create that variable sum. Obviously, sum is going to start, we're going to initialize sum as 0 because we don't have anything inside the sum yet. And then we start looping. Oh my God, why is this stuff just doing too much? Right now, let's loop through that array. Any stuff working on lately? Yeah. Okay, no, cool. So let's loop through this. Now, here we're going to use a for loop and say we are starting from I, given that A is 0, given that I is 0. Yeah, so okay, given that I is 0, what am I saying? What am I doing? Okay, so as long as I is less than the length of the numbers, so now let's go ahead and just put this, say n represents the length of numbers. And the best thing about Go is that the syntax is similar to Python. We can use the length, or I mean len, which gives you the length. As you can see, the len built-in function returns the length of v according to its type. So the v is the value, right? And whatever type that is here, whatever input that you put, it will be type safe by, like, you know, right out of the box. It is type safe. So now the reason why we put this n is because our for loop, I don't want us to like have so many things inside our for loop. So we iterate from 0, starting I is at 0, go through until the length of the array. The array could be 5. We already have, like, okay, the fixed size is 5 here, right? It could make sense for us to just have 5. We could actually just comment this out and just use 5 here, and it will still work, by the way. And then we can increment this every time, and this will work perfectly fine. But it is just okay sometimes to like have this, since we are dealing with arrays, it's going to be fixed size, known size. But as soon as we start working with slices, then we have to remove the fixed size. Okay, so now that is fine. So it's just like a guard for us, or a safety net for us to like at least know that, yeah, we are capturing everything, the correct size of the array. So let's go now. From here, now we need to just, the only thing that we need to do is that after iterating through this, in order to add up these numbers, we just have to add sum. We now just say sum is equals to sum plus nums I, which is actually like very true, right? Nums I will give us this, but now the shorthand for this is just saying sum plus equals to nums I, and that's still going to be the same thing, really. Now, as you can see, this is like now, our function should now work. So if we return 0, it's still going to fail. If we go and test, this is still going to fail. Reason being, we are still returning 0. So now we need to go back to our sum and return, to our sum function and return the sum itself. And now after returning the sum, if we go back right now and run our test again, you'll see that our test case has passed. Yes, sir. So as you can see, the test case is passing, really. I'm prepping for my semester exams, so it's really tight for me. For real. For real, man. It's crazy. Wait, speaking of last semester exams, how do you guys do it, man? Hey, I am back from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Oh, salam, salam. Salam alaikum, brother. How you doing? Bro, why are these people playing some trash songs in my ears, bro? I've been listening to some trash songs for like 30 minutes straight, and it's annoying me. Alright, I think I like the Takeoff mix. So let me go with Takeoff mix. Let me listen to some Migos. Alhamdulillah, brother. What about you? I'm doing great too, man. Nothing beats the motivation of this being the last semester before I graduate. Oh my God, bro. Like, you're making me sad now because for some reason I have one more year left and it's annoying. But, anyways, as you can see, our test has passed. Now, there are a few things that we need to do. We can now go and just refactor our function. Right now, our function is a little bit complex. We can refactor it. And another thing, this is why Listen, FBI, this is where you'll appreciate the syntax of Go, right? Look at this. Let's comment this out. Not actually all of this. Yeah, we can actually comment this out. And now see what's gonna happen. Look, there is this syntax for, and then we skip the value, and then we're gonna have num, and then within the num we pick the range of numbers, and then we just say this. Matter of fact, yeah, this, and then it's still going to run the same function. Look at that. No, 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 not some function. We don't even need the, yeah, we don't even need like, okay, this is like useful when you don't want to. It's almost like for each for each type of loop. I think even for Java has the something like this for, and then int num in nums, just like this, and then you just do the same thing. This is like for Java. So yeah, but I kind of like this one for Go. It's just like, all right, this I mean this range function. Yeah. So as you can see, this one, the range function returns two values. One which is the actual number inside. I mean the range, which means it traverses through the entire array, the iteration, and it returns two things: the value and the indices. And now we are not interested in the indices. That's the reason. I mean the index. That's the reason why we are just putting the underscore to show that we are not interested in the index. We just want to grab those numbers, just add them together, and that's it. So depending on the scenario, you can always just use either of these. And another thing also, we can like, for example, this one for the length, we can decide to like uh to just build a constant for it. But I think this is fine. This is fine now. Our code is basically like clean. Now, let's go to the case where we are now going to be dealing with slices. At the moment, this is arrays. Because Go has arrays and slices. I don't know why they have that, but it is arrays. So this is now an array whenever we have a fixed size. But what if we have like something which is not fixed size? If we go to our test and then we run this, it's going to fail. Now see, cannot use nums variable of type this, so it's like a different type. Now, this is like completely type safe. Since we have like here, now the type is like this. At the moment we are our function is taking an array, I mean a slice. It's taking a slice. Hold on. Is this okay? Yes, it's now taking a slice as a parameter. Whereas our test is still dealing with an array. You see this? So it's not gonna work. Now we need to just go and remove this from the numbers, and then it should work perfectly fine. Now it is just a slice. Does it make sense? So let's do this. Let's do this. Now let's say we want to now run another function, right? So in order to run like two different functions, I mean two different test cases, we need to just grab this and cut this out, and then we are going to have t dot run so that we can run something else. So here we're going to say uh testing. Let's say testing for um any any size of collections, and then we can have our function, create this function again, and then just dump this inside. This is one test case, but all of them are under testing the sum. So every test that it's like almost a way to group all the tests under one big function. So if you want to test your I mean, if let's say your function has like a lot of things related to it, and you want to test them all under one function, you just have to have the t dot run, and yeah, that will work. So the next thing is going to be, let's say t dot run. We want to run for when we now have fixed size arrays. Now let's go ahead and say run test dot run. Now testing for any size. Instead of any size, we're going to say testing for fixed size arrays. Fixed size, yeah, for fixed size of collections. Now, this this in other words is a slice. Let's say a slice. And then when it's fixed size, in other words, we mean an array. So I think that should now make sense. And now, how do we test this with fixed size? We can have the same thing. Now, instead of having the same thing here, we can have like a different thing here. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how to like make it make sense, but I think it will make sense. I'm just gonna copy everything here and go in here, just dump this. And now we have something like this. So here, let's say, for example, we want 3, and this the size should be 3 digits. And now here's 1 2 3. We need a sum of 6. So now we know that the sum should be 6. This is going to fail because nums is now fixed size, and then in our sum is not fixed size. So how are we going to make this test case run for 2 of them? Yeah, so that is not going to be possible because for these 2 to run, they have to be the same type. So we have to remove this. Overloading? I don't know. I really don't know. This guy's it's not object oriented, by the way. Overloading is a OOP concept. It's not in Go. I really doubt if it's there, but yeah. No, it's not bigger gang moves. I like to walk around with my chain loose. But got this. Wait, overloading is not OOP? Overloading, are you sure? That's OOP concept, man. Overloading of interfaces. Is it interfaces? Wait, there's overriding and overloading. That's a It's just a function with the same naming having 2 different parameters, not overriding. Are you sure? I might have to disagree with you. Let's see. It's overloading OOP concept. It should be an OOP concept. Yes, I told you. This is overloading is a core OOP concept. It's a key mechanism for. Well, I think it's not gonna work. Overloading is definitely OOP concept, dog. I don't know. I don't know. I might be wrong, but it is what it is. Let's just continue checking out this stuff. Hold on. Let me get this shit straight. Hmm. Little. Oh my God. Well, overloading exists in C, and C is not an OOP language. So, who said C is not an OOP language? Now that's a problem with saying OOP language. C has object-oriented programming in it as well. Even C++ has object-oriented programming concept as well. So wait, even Go though. You sure? Are you sure? Uh, that's C. Um, object oriented programming. I see. It should have, dog. No, C is not object oriented. Oh, by design, it's procedural. However, you can simulate objects in C using manual techniques. Okay, manual techniques. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. I stand corrected. How about C++? It should be, right? But yeah, it is what it is, my boy. No problem. Let's just continue like trying to run our stuff. Now let's run our entire test cases, and you see that all of the test cases are passing. So the slice, it first ran the function itself, and then it ran the individual functions. It ran the test, and then the result is that we've passed. And then it ran the second one, and the result is that we've also passed. And then finally, it means the entire function is correct. But overloading does not exist in C, right? I don't know. I really don't know. I think it doesn't exist. Akash. Okay. Now let's see if that is going to work. Let's try to like have two different functions with two different stuff. You mean like this? You mean having this same stuff, and then we have three here? It's not really gonna work. Let's see. Some redeclared in this package. Mm, yeah, that shows that it's not gonna work for real. Or maybe how about we say we take in nums nums three. Yeah, this is not gonna work. I think this is not gonna work, boys. Let's see. Duplicate arguments. Yeah, it's not gonna work. So how do we test this now? Very good. This is now the good time to ask AI for some help. So let's go to ChatGPT and ask some questions. Uh okay. So I have a question. I just want you to like go straight to the point and explain it to me as if I'm a 12-year-old programmer who has no idea about what they're doing, but at the same time has an idea what they're doing. If you get it, by what am I even saying? What am I saying, really? God damn. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a test function that is supposed to test for two different things. Okay, hold on. Let's first go back to our code and try to have this as a fixed size of 3. Because I want to understand the difference between a slice and an array in Go. And since we are using test-driven development, so yeah, let's go and answer that question. Okay, so I have a test a test here, a test function that tests for the sum of numbers within an array. At the same time, I'm testing for two different things. I want to know first the difference between an array and a slice in Go. At the same time, I'm trying to run the same test case, but with two different data types. I don't know if it's slice and an array is two different data types, but I think you get the point. I think you get the point. I'm rambling, bro, to AI as if it's a human being, but it's fine. Let's just go. Let's go back here now and try to see. Uh, okay, let's see. You're very close, but there are few Go concepts mixed together here. Arrays and slices are different types. Oh, they're actually different. So we have a fixed length. Length is part of the type. Okay. We try to run this same function, but with two different things. Okay, nice. Let's say we are returning a string. Um, we are running nums, not nums here, but let's say we are. It won't work really. You can see as long as we have this sum and it's under this under same package, it won't really work. You cannot redeclare the same function. You cannot redeclare the same function, so it won't work. So let's learn a little bit here. We have nums fixed size 3. This is now an array. So the array is at this fixed length. The length is actually part of the type. Wait, what? How is the length part of the type? Am I like I'm confused right now. What do you mean the length is part of the type? Okay. 3 int and 5 int are completely different types. Jesus. How is this? Can someone explain to me this? I don't know. Var a 3 int. Hmm. Is equals to be compiler error. Why? I don't know. I don't know. And then for the slice is that we have nums int and then this okay dynamic length. It is internally it contains a pointer to an array length and then the capacity, much more common in Go. So most Go API accepts slices because they can work with collections of any size. So your array test is actually testing a slice. We wrote this, so means it's a slice is not an array. We already know that. So the actual array should be this. Now why your sum function only accepts slices? Your function signature is this. So this means I only accept slices of int. So this works. This actually works. But this doesn't work. All right, now how to test an array with your current function? Convert the array into a slice. So the only way for us to test this is to convert the array into a slice. Wait, so how do we convert the array into a slice? We need to say nums this 3, and then we say got, we have sum of nums, and then soon as we put the colon, oh, big ups to my boy FBI, bro. Thanks. Thank you so much for that. All right. So let's go. The colon creates a slice covering the entire array. So a cleaner test will now be a slice. We don't have to even write like a whole statement. We can have a slice, and then this is the test case for the slice. And then array converted to a slice. So in order to test this version of an array, we need to convert it to a slice for it to work with our test case, or else it's not gonna work. So array converted to a slice. We need to get this sum, and then nums. We need to convert, instead of just having nums like here, we need to convert that array into a slice by having colon inside the array. But this syntax is tough. And then we want 6, and then we got this, and that should work. So the go away table driven test. Once you start testing many cases, Go developers typically write tests like this, and then we can have what we want like this, and then we just run one. I think now you get a point, my boy. Your question, I think your question has been answered here. Instead of like having writing so many functions, you can just have one simple function that checks for everything that you need, and then you have like a struct. We haven't yet learned structures or structs, but this is just like some small knowledge of mine from C++ that I'm using here. So I think that's it. So let's just go back and try to correct our test case and let it work with everything that we need. So let's go to our function here and just convert this into a slice, and that should work. Like honestly, that's tough. So now we can write this, let's say testing testing a slice. So let's just say testing a slice, and then here we are testing an array. Okay, testing an array. So now let's go ahead and run those. By the way, you can run the individual functions by themselves, or you can run the entire test sum function, and it should work. So now this works even with the fixed size. So now I have a follow-up question to ask. Okay, so when we convert the array to a slice, doesn't it just change the meaning of the entire statement? Like we wanted the array to be an array, so now that it's converted into a slice, does it make sense to have the test case test for an array instead of just using it as instead of using it as a slice directly and just omitting the fixed size? And also, in other words, aren't we repeating ourselves by just having two different test cases that will test for slice anyway? Couldn't it just be one test that will test for both cases? What do you think? I think those are like nice questions to ask. Let's see what's up. You're thinking about this correctly. So the key question is, what am I actually trying to test? I guess that depends on what you're trying to test. If you are testing for the result of the sum, you won't care for the underlying types of the list, whether it's a slice or an array. What, bro? Hey, man, listen. Uh, what's his name? FBI. Send me your address, bro. Let me send this to you. Send me your address, bro. Let me ship this to you. Because you're really cooking. You're really cooking, my boy. You're cooking. You're cooking. You're cooking. You're really cooking, bro. I like that. Thanks for that for sure. I like that reasoning. Okay. Your function is this. So it accepts slices only. So from the perspective of sum, they are equivalent. So now this will observable universe is just wild, bro. What did you have to like go all like that broad? Bro started from his location until like, god damn it, bro. I'm not some alien, dog. God damn it. Chill. You're real FBI, bro, because that's wild. That's crazy. Imagine if I can spot your location from the observable universe. Then I don't know, I must be an alien or something. So, uh, from the perspective of some, these are equivalent. So I think we already know what's up. So by the time some receives the argument, it only sees this int nice, has no idea whether the slice came from a slice literal, an array, a sub slice of another slice, a slice returned from a function. Therefore, having both tests usually provides little value. So what are you actually providing with the array test? Suppose you write this. The only thing you've proven is that an array can be converted to slice and passed to sum. It's not really testing sum. That's testing in built-in Go language feature that is already guaranteed by the compiler. So most developers wouldn't bother writing that test. And I'll probably keep just one test, which is this, that will test for both cases anyways, right? So why would an array specific test make sense? If your function accepted this, then testing arrays would absolutely make sense because arrays are part of the API contract. Now, can you convert, wait, let's see. Or if you are writing a generic function that intentionally supports both arrays and slices. Oh, there's actually a generic way to do it. And let's look at our roadmap. Do we have generics somewhere? We should be seeing some generics. Generics. Let's see generics. What is it? Generics. So we are not going to like get on top of, I mean, ahead of ourselves and just jump to generics when we are going to get to it anyways. So we are still in arrays and slices, and this is where we're going to stop today with arrays and slices. So that being said, I think with arrays and slices we should be done today, really. Like, we don't have much again to talk about. So that being said, I think it's time to just play some chess, I guess. Let's have a look at what, yeah, well, 1 hour of like pure, knowledge is sensible, right? Just to be a conversion, obviously, behind this is both are just different implementation of the same underlining concept, all fashion fixed size C like array. Yeah, facts. Okay, now I want to ask a question, sir. Okay, now assuming I have let's take for example the sum function was taking a fixed size array. Is there a way to convert a slice to an array? Um, like the colon, like maybe the brackets and the colon inside. Is there a way to do it for the slice method instead? Or maybe in order to turn the array into a slice, we just eliminate the fixed size anyways. But what do you think? So we're not gonna get into generics, and that's the reason why I don't want to like go in depth with like trying to understand the generics part, because that's super unnecessary for now. Although I know generics coming from TypeScript, coming from Java, Spring Boot, and all of that, I understand how generics works, but I don't want to get into it now. Has to be possible by determining the current number of elements and making a fixed size array with that size. Okay. Yes, but it's not as straightforward as converting an array to a slice. This is easy and cheap. Okay, this is easy and cheap. No data is copied. The slice simply references the array. A slice can be any length. An array requires a known length as part of its type. So because of that, Go cannot automatically know know what array type you want. So copy the optional is to copy into an array. So we need to copy this and then var array. f3 into int and then copy this, and that's just unnecessary, right? Option 2 is to convert an array to an array pointer. If you're if you are certain that the slice has enough elements, we do this and then we convert this. It's like that's super unnecessary, right? We're not really gonna be doing that, converting a slice to an array. It doesn't make sense, right? Let's just be honest. What's the point of having an array of any size, trying like I mean having a collection of any size and try to convert it into, it doesn't really make sense. Now that I think about it, is no wonder those people did it like that. So it doesn't make sense. So I think that's as far as our knowledge can take us today. So I'm just gonna push this code to Git. Bro, not even just you. I dropped below 800. That's the reason why I even want to like stop early today on the coding aspect and then just play some chess and have fun. Like today, I intentionally want to increase my elo. So that being said, we're gonna stop here with the coding aspect. I'm just gonna add this to Git and just say Git commit. Let's say worked in arrays or whatever worked on arrays, and then Git push, and that should do it. So we have some changes for the day. Uh, that is it. Let's just go back here and just make sure we have the changes. So let's go to our GitHub. Make sure we have all the changes for today. Nice. We have some changes today. So good. Now it's just time, my brothers. So for those people who just came here uh for the coding aspect, get the hell out of here, boy. Oh, who's texting me here? Wait. What my boy said? I'm going to push first. Oh my god, hold on. This guy is in 1K. Boy is in 1K, Elo. Yo, this guy is actually good, bruh. Yo, my boy is in 1K. Oh my god, this guy has been beating people non-stop. All right, man. I need to get my shit together, bro. Like, come on, I'm not that stupid. It's chess time. Let's go, man. All right, let's play some chess, bro. I'm not that dull. I should be able to push my island. Oh, I'm listening to. How about the 16 passenger? This is G5. No, this is not a challenger. All right, let's just play Karokan. I'm gonna play Karokan like throughout this entire stream. Today we want to get to like at least 800. I mean, at least 900, bro. Like, let's push to 900. I don't care if it takes us 2 hours. What's this Sicilian defense? I think if I just play now, will it make sense? Will the Karokan make sense? But let me just play it anyways. I think it's no longer Karokan, right? It is Karokan what? Okay. It's Karokan. I think I can win over this pawn, right? I should be able to win this pawn. Hold on, I have 15 minutes. I don't want to be rushing this game. Yeah, Karakan makes sense for any opening that starts with e4. Yeah, for sure. Now, I think I should just be able to take the pawn. And if anything, I can go. Okay, I could go here, one of the two. But let me just go back with my queen, bro. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no smoke. All right, let's develop the knight. Okay, I could just develop this to get, I mean, play here to develop my bishop. All right, so I should be able to, I don't know if he wants to like exchange his bishop for a knight. If he wants that, then I'll go with it anyways. All right, I should be able to play here and just target here. I think we are really doing good, I'm not gonna lie. He might push here and then take here and then try to check me and all of that, but I'm not worried. Yeah, I'll kick his bishop, but not at the moment. If I push, he's just gonna take, right? I want to first castle first before I... Okay, you see that? That's actually crazy. So now let's see this. He has two attackers. I have how many defenders? One, One, two, three. So I should be able to castle, bro. I should be able to castle. You know, the thing is, I don't want to be moving just like unnecessary pawns. That's something I've noticed. I think I'm okay. I'm okay if he wants to exchange his bishop for a knight. Wait, why I shouldn't take the knight? I don't know. What do you mean I shouldn't take the knight? What's the problem? Oh, you mean he's gonna push his queen here? I'm just gonna go back here and just protect it. Oh, he went all the way back. Why? Hmm. I don't know, bro. Let me first try to. Let me first try to. All right. I think we have a free pawn here, right? Yeah, we should be having a free pawn. And now I should be able to also like put pressure here. All right. This has already done its job. I don't want to move it like back and forth. It has done its job. I'm just gonna leave it at that. All right. Ooh, I have a nice game, dog. My queen. Oh, should we trade queens? Oh my god, I was about to. Should we trade queens? No wonder we can win ship. I think we should be able to trade queens, right? I'm ahead. I'm ahead. Okay, his king is exposed though, so I should be able to just play here. Look at the plane. All right, let me first go here and see. This is protecting this, so bro, this is just annoying, right? It's almost like I'm trapping my own bishop, bro. Holy shit. All right, let me first just get this. If I take his knight with what? Oh, I actually, hold on. Bro, if only I could get something here. If only I could get something here. But this pawn is just so annoying. This pawn is so annoying, bro. If I just push this pawn and it takes, this is gonna come as a fork. So I don't want to play that. Let me just play here. Ooh, hold on. If move your bishop to d7, then c. Hold on, my bishop to d7 to d7, then c6. Isn't that too slow? Isn't that too slow? I'm just gonna push this pawn here and then fianchetto this bishop to chase this knight. If I could get his knight away, that's a mate. I don't know if you've noticed it. If I'm able to take his knight away from there, there is a mate. Definitely. So how do I do that? Okay, good. Mm. Is he trying to do the same thing that I did? But what's the point? Ooh, there's a mate, boy. There's a mate, boy. Let me see. Let's see what he's trying to play with his knight. if I go here, right? He has this is not a check anymore. So I think it's better if I get back here and just hide behind my pawns. Nice. That's tough. All right. That is not really tough because this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the pawn with the discover check. Let's go. Let's go. That's also tough. All right. He's trying to checkmate me, which is very crazy. Let me protect this. Let me protect that. Good. Hmm. That's tough. That's tough. Bro, we are playing some tough game here, dog. Bro, we are playing some tough game. Here's what I'm gonna do next. All right. He has a discovered check on my bishop, which is crazy. On both my bishop and my pawn. So first, I'm going to first try to kick the queen away from here, bro. Because he doesn't have any bishop, right? I have a bishop. He doesn't have any bishop. So I should be able to kick this away from here. Bro, I have some PTSD from pushing this pawn. Wallahi. Last time I played that pawn, I lost the game immediately. All right. Let me just push. Let's see what he has. Very good. Very, very good. So now I think he's not really a threat to me now anymore. He's not a threat to me, so I'm able to take that. Yes. Boy is not a threat to me. Okay, he's now a threat though. He's now a threat, I'm not gonna lie. Who said it's over? You can go here, check. Is it really over? Check here. I can be able to go, right? It's not over. It's not over. It's not over. I just realized it's not over. It's not. I can go here, right? This I can go here. If he checks, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not over. It's not over. I still have room. I still have. Here's what I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna just go all the way here. Now, here's the thing. You know what I'm scared of? What if I go here with and then he plays this? He plays check here. I can just check, right? Nice. So, uh, let me just go here with the knight. I mean, with the rook. Yeah. That was a stupid check. The guy thought it was checkmate though, which is crazy. I can just check again and go up. And he has no more checks again. Where was the blunder at? The blunder was pushing. This was the blunder. The blunder was actually pushing this pawn. Pushing this pawn was the blunder. Not even just the blunder. I was actually supposed to go here with the... Yeah, from here I was supposed to go here. That was it. Like, this is just gonna save the day. Oh my god. But then if I... Like, he would just take here. And then I would be forced to go here. And just force a queen trade. You see, bro, I should have traded the queen. So here's my concept now going forward, bro. Every single match, as soon as I'm ahead in material, I'm trading. I don't care if it's a queen, whatsoever, I'm trading. As soon as I'm just up a pawn, I'm trading that shit. So I don't want to be playing like this where I want to keep the queen and then I get checkmated. So I've noticed every game I play where I'm trying to like keep the queen on in the game, I just lose the game. Alright, I'm just gonna take here straight. I'm not even gonna wait. Nice, and I'm just gonna play here. Alright, this is crazy. Trading a center pawn for... Alright, I'm just gonna play here. Actually, hold on. What is he trying to play? I don't know. He wants to play here check, and then if I go here, I take, and then he takes. Alright. Moon. I think I'm just gonna go here. If he plays this, I'll just play it here. And it's not a check. Nice. Should I go here with the knight? Or here with the knight? Which one is better? Okay, here so I can just protect this. I just come here and just... I think I'm having a... Oh my god, is this not a blunder? Why did this guy play like this? Isn't it a blunder? I don't know. Yeah. I'm just gonna trade. Like, I'm trading. Let me just castle. I start trading pieces back to back. And this guy has a bad, very ugly pawn structure, very ugly looking. No, he can defend. Oh yeah, the rook. Matter of fact, he might defend, but yeah, the rook is gone. GG's. But he might push here though. If he pushes, I take. If he goes here, I take and I take the rook. I'm actually gonna take with check so that he pushes this. He just plays like false move and I take. Bro, I'm not gonna be ruthless, dog. Am I playing your opening, your favorite opening well? Okay, that was a nice move. I'm not gonna lie. That was a very nice move. That was a very nice move. And my bishop, I don't want it to get trapped. I say it's gonna rise and it slides. I think I'm just gonna come here, just maintain this diagonal. If it kicks me again, then yeah. What do you mean the pin pawn? Can't you see this? Good. Couldn't you see that? He had like this. Okay, now this is like actually helping me. Should I push or just take? I think this is another free pawn, is it? Bro, it would have been an amazing move. How is it amazing move? You see, I was gonna take, and then he just takes this, and it's over. Like, I don't want to lose. I want to keep this one. I want to keep this, so that now look at this now. Who's having the last laugh? Oh God, I've blundered my bishop. Oh, Lord. You know, sometimes, bro, like I just play without thinking. That's the problem with me. You'd have pinned his spawn. You mean from here? But, God. Anyways, it's fine. I still have like a better pawn structure. Ha 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 ha. Well, I think there's something I'm looking at. Ha! Hey, 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 Queen is gone. Hey, 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 hey. Walking up, walking up, walking up, savage chopper, I mean, at your nagging, hey, Queen is gone, brother's crying. Hey, not to say, well, hey, 75, same color t-shirt. Now the same what same 35, same color t-shirt. Bro, your queen and the dude have just decided to lose more material. Hey. Mm, You know what? I'm gonna take the queen with check and take the rook too. Boy is just losing the game now. Bro, I thought I was gonna lose the game. I lost hope, but I guess. Anyways, what difference does it make? This comes with check. This comes with check, and then your rook is gone. GG's, GG's, GG's. And the worst part is that, bro, this might be checkmate. I think this is checkmate. Literally, he might go. Okay, the only thing is he has to go there. He has to move the king away to just serve the queen. I meant to save the knight, but I'm just gonna win a pawn. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be stubborn. Wait, what's this guy's rating, bro? Let me not celebrate for some low rated guy. Alright, 7-6. I think he wants to like disconnect or something. Queen is gone. Queen is gone. Yeah. Queen is gone. Queen is gone. Queen is gone. This guy is just losing everything, every material possible. Wait. Is he gonna resign? I got a bag of flip it, tumble it. Then I come with the come Is it bad? In Italy, got to go cause just leave me. What's up? They can hear me. Hear me. Oh, that was for free. I ride the beat. I got a bag. Yes, Chris. Shut up, Chris. Shut up, Chris. Shut up, Chris. Shut up. Auto resign, bro. This is why I hate this like 15 minutes games, bro. They just so lengthy, especially when people just do bullshit like this. You're just wasting your time intentionally. Wait. Let me first hold on. Let me connect this. Where boys? I'm trying to connect this shit. Bro, for some reason this stuff can't work. Like my mouse can't work. Should be my own AI model. I think you're losing your mind, Chris. Shut up. Why is Magnish always trying to challenge you, bro? Magnish, calm down now. We're trying to increase our elo, dog. You gotta let us get to 800 first. Let's go. I wanna get to like at least we need to get back to 800, bro. Alright, boys, with the white pieces, we're gonna go with D4 opening, dog. I haven't played I haven't played like not Bishop's opening. I haven't played Italian game in a while. Even Scotch Gambit too. I like Scotch Gambit. Okay, okay, okay. After this game, we shall play Magnesh. After this game, we shall play. Don't worry. After this game, we shall play. I want to try to do this trick on these 700 rated guys to see if that trick works on them. Yo, I'm gonna get a brilliant move. I'm gonna get a brilliant move in this game. Do you guys want to bet? Do you guys want to bet that I'm gonna get a brilliant move in this game? I'm gonna get a brilliant move in this game, dog. Watch this, boys. Watch this. We have a brilliant move incoming. Yo, Magnish, calm down. Why you trying to troll my boy, bro? Bro, if this guy plays pawn, if he plays pawn to e5, we have a brilliant move. If he plays pawn to e5, we have a brilliant move. What last game? Yo, I wasn't playing with anybody from stream. Yes, I told you guys. Watch this. Watch this. We're gonna have a brilliant move at the end of this game. Brilliant move at the end of this game. We're already gonna be ahead. Look, look, look. Just watch the brilliant move. Bro, Magnish, calm down. Why you guys arguing in the chat? Relax. We have a brilliant move. All right. Now, look, this is the brilliant move. Can you guys see the brilliant move? Queen suck. Brilliant move. That's a brilliant move right there. Brilliant. Brilliant move. We get it a brilliant move. That's our brilliant move, dog. And if king goes to e7, oh my god, dog. What's going on? Oh my god, oh my god, what's going Look, look at what will happen. Look at another brilliant move. I think this guy is gonna. Okay, 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 boys. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Somebody should help me. Alright, boys. I see what he wants to do. He wants to do the same thing. He literally wants to do the same thing on me. Now, notice this. Boom. He wants to do the same thing on me. But I'm ahead in material. Okay, now you see the problem. Oh my god. Okay, actually, I cannot do anything here. So All right, this is getting a little bit hectic. Block with a pawn? What do you mean block with a pawn? No, I actually want him to take the knight. There's no need to argue more, Magnish. Wait, what? Why are you guys arguing? What's the problem? You know what? I want to castle. I want to castle, bro. Okay, castling right now is not even important. Let me push here. If I push, good. I'm gonna. Yeah, this guy is not able to do that. He's gonna lose two pieces. I actually want him to take my knight with the bishop, so that I can just take here. And if he tries to play anything stupid, I can just finish him. All right, boys. Let's focus. Let's focus on the grind, okay? Chill with all of the too much stuff going on in the chat. Relax. I have a brilliant move. Hey, I have a brilliant move. Okay, let me just get my knight out of this smoke. So I feel like my knight is under some pressure here. Actually, he has this square protected. So I'm just gonna go here so that I can just let me just go there. The Draco Mercedes. Hold on. Hey, thank you, thank you. You know what? This guy might suck his, but I'm ahead in material, bro. Look, I'm really like ahead in material, bro. So I'm not worried. Yes, here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go here with the bishop, just so that I can have a solid structure, and then castle long. I want to castle long so that I start smoking this guy. Nice. Losing your bishop, bro, more material for me. And then my rook is joining the game and we are cooking somebody. Oh my god, we are cooking, we are cooking, we are cooking. I don't really care, bro. We can now castle long. And now we start the smoking tests. Ooh, this guy's gonna be losing material back to back to back to back to back to back to back. He's gonna lose material. Okay. Why did he decide to come here? He wants to. No, bro. I'm being selfish, like extra selfish. You ain't taking even an inch of material. So the rook is literally out of the game. I'm just gonna push these pawns. These double pawns, I'm pushing them non-stop. Back to the bone. Back home. Yeah, Pragnanda is the goat, man. Prague is the goat, bro. Prague is the goat, bro. I'm down to trading pieces, bro. I feel like trading pieces will make it easy for me, so. Ooh, this is gonna put me in trouble. Oh, this is gonna put me in trouble. Let me just extend. Yeah. Man, Prague is bad, bro. Prague is just too good in this game. I think I should start pushing all my pawns now. Ha ha ha. Broski. Ooh, no, 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 no. You know what? Let me just try to risk it for the biscuit. Splash, drip, drip, splash. Believe me, believe me. I'm up, believe me, believe me. Uh, uh. How did this game end up with only 2 points as advantage after all this fox? It was because here, see, you remember the mistake from here? Like when I played this, when he went here, I was just supposed to bring my knight back, and it was gonna be safe. It was gonna be safe, but it is what it is. Wait, bro, this bishop is way too annoying. So can I trade this? Cause she too messy. Get out my section. God damn, too much flexing. Accident. But we won't trade, boy. But it's levels. It's forever. Uh, 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 uh. Yo, it's 9 p.m. this side. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. here. You know what? Bro, this guy seems like he's gonna cook me. I'm not gonna lie. So, I'm just gonna go here first and then push. This guy is so annoying. Oh, discover check. Oh, discover check. Oh, Lord. Okay, that's not gonna be a nice discover check. It's not gonna be a nice discover. He saw that. He's like, bro's trying to cook me. But hold on though. Is this not mate? No, 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 because he can. Okay, this is the only unprotected piece. So, I know that's the only unprotected piece, so I need to protect it. I'm just gonna go here. All right. Anyways, he's gonna win a pawn. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna win a pawn as well. The pawn is gone, but his pawn is gone too, right? Make it make sense. His pawn is gone too, so bro, the guy thought he was slick. I was slick too. Let's go. Ha ha ha! Watch this. Hey, watch that. Hey, 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 watch that. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that. So he decided to take a pawn. Does it really mean shit? Nope. I don't care about the mate. Like at this point, I don't want a mate. All I want is to beat him, trade every piece. So now it's time to start trading pieces. I'm gonna trade every single piece until I win. All right. Uh, Here's what I'm gonna do though. Uh, I don't want to go here and then pin and I'm tossed. So this guy, he knows what he's doing. Ooh, how about this though? How about I take this pawn, and if he takes my bishop, I take his bishop, right? Let's go. This should be winning for me, dog. Yeah, I mean, okay, he actually played though. Ooh, this is tough. Oh my god, I blundered my bishop. Did I just blunder my bishop? Yeah, Alright, I blundered my bishop, but it's fine. I blundered my bishop, but it's fine though. His rook will be active? How sure are you on that? How sure are you his rook will be active? Yeah, bro, the guy won a piece, dog. That was man. I need to stop being greedy. Oh, all right. Go down, boy. Go down. Yes. Remain down there. That's where you belong. Let's go. In the kitchen versus to sit like a star fry. In the kitchen versus to sit like a star fry. In the kitchen versus to sit like a star fry. In the kitchen versus to sit like a star fry. In the kitchen versus like it's a fresh fry. Whoa! Whoa! Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But if I had blocked with the rook, I was gonna lose it. You should be down, bro. Yes, let's go. Oh, shimmy. Losing material. Good, 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 good. In the kitchen versus tissing like a stir fry. In the kitchen versus tissing like a stir fry. In the kitchen versus tissing like a stir fry. In the kitchen versus tissing like a stir fry. You know what? This guy is starting to annoy the shit out of me. All right, let's see. Let's see what he has again, obviously. Look what I'm gonna play now, boys. Look at this. Look at what I'm gonna play now. Very good. Very good. Very good. Guess what? What if he loses at the final moment? No, 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 no. He's tossed now. He's literally toast. It's over. Yes. Good. Wait. Hold on. Why can't I play like that? Wait, why can't I? What's going on? I see what he wants to play, bro. Wait, isn't this a move? I think this is a move, right? What's gonna happen here? Am I gonna lose my both of my rooks? Yeah, I'm gonna lose both of my rooks, bro. Yeah. So yeah. I don't wanna lose both of my rooks. Holy shit. This guy is mad annoying. I hate this guy, bro. Who the hell is this guy playing like this? Holy shit. Oh my god, this guy's annoying, bro. Oh my god, this guy's boiling my blood to the brim, bro. You know what I'm gonna do? Alright. Let me chest this away. I see. I've seen it now. I see it now. Big drip, big drip. Ice. I have a good plan. Trust me, I have a good plan. Bro, I should have played this. This was the. Bro, from here. Ah, shit. Wait, the guy was next to me here. Wait. Us. Very good. Very good. Nice game. Take that pawn, brother. Take that pawn. I don't care. I'm gonna queen anyways. Very good. Very good. I'm quitting and the way I'll cast this guy out. What's his name, bro? Why is he so good like this? Ah, good. Let's go. Queen. It's not gonna change anything, broski. Let's go. Let's go, Queen. Let's go, Queen. No. Loss, 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 loss for this guy. Damn. All right, man. I'm gonna sacrifice. Take it. I have a queen anyways. You think I care? Bro, check you back to back. You lose all your ugly looking pawns. No problem. Let's bring this closer. Make him lose the first pawn. Scared? I'm gonna check him until he will have to lose his. Get the hell out of there. Get the hell out of there. Oh my god, we might draw, bruh. We might draw with this fool, bro. Very good. Very good. We got him. We got him. We got him. Lord, we got the food. Oh, shh. Alright, man. Yo, good night. Good night, boy. Good night, bro. This is like, yeah. This is not good, man. This is not good, dog. Like, I told you guys about the brilliant move. I told you guys about the brilliant move. But this was fuck. Bro, what, bro? Look, we got our brilliant move. What? How is this even possible? Like, literally. How is this possible? I was supposed to play here a check and. Oh, Lord. And then we just bring this, and now it's GG's. Like, there's no way it can go. Oh, this is also stalemate. Apparently, this is also stalemate. How about this? He has this to go. How was I supposed to finish this game? Oh, I don't know, bro. Like, alright, bro. It's for real. It is what it is, dog. Like, this should do it for today, bro. Like, my brain is. I'm toast, man. Like, man, this was not good, dog. Like, alright, boys. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah, this should do it, man. Shit, I hate this. But I'll update you guys on Discord. I'm still gonna play. I'm still gonna play after the stream. But I don't know, bro. Like, you feel me? Let's just. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Before you go off, right? Before you go off, let's just play like one more game. Like, should be the last game. I'm not comfortable with this for real. I feel like I'm just gonna overthink about it. So let's just play. If we lose, we lose. I'm gonna get my feelings out of this game. Yeah, this is just the last game. If we lose, we lose. It's fine. I think it should be like a 10 minutes game, bro. This one's just gonna be unnecessarily long. So let me just go and make 10 minutes game. It's better. All right. Oh, play with you. Okay, come, Magnish, come. Send. Wait, let me hold on. Let me cancel this. Let me abort this. Magnish, come. Send. Send. Let me put my anger on you. About take off. Fuck up on one. Seconds of time. Like I gotta remember the same with daddy. Money. How to a chance on how to wake up and recount the money. I heard the trend is unreal. I got the second of money. So, hey, oh, mm, hey, dun. Dun dun. Yeah. I wanted to actually just push and stuff. So yeah, this is annoying. This is just annoying. Let me just go back. It's fine. Yo, this dude. Okay, nice. I actually like my position. What is this? This is like free. Is this not like? Oh my god, this guy helped me to just develop my bishop just like that. That's crazy. I'm actually okay with my position like this. Uh, I'm just gonna stop. For sure, bro. let me make him waste a move by developing here. Or I will just take. Yeah, let me just take so I can push and see what's up. uh that was a very annoying move. Can you play me? Saddam. I think I'll play with you, Saddam. No problem. I'll play with you. Wait, what is bro playing? Okay, actually, bro wants to win here and then I might lose, right? What is he? Okay, this pawn is unprotected, right? So I'm just gonna push it. Or just go here and protect it. I'll play with you after this game. Don't worry. Bro, FBI, are you sad like me, bro? Yeah, I will, I will. I will. Just now. Yo, this guy wants to trap my bishop. I don't know what this guy is playing. Where am I from? I'm from South Sudan. Hey, 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 hey. I'm from South Sudan. South what is crazy. Shut the fuck up. Bro, now I'm playing Hope Chess, bro. Yo, yo. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. As if I have a nice game right now. Yo, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's not happening? You're ready. Okay, don't worry, don't worry. You know what? I have a nice girl. I've seen it. I've seen it. I have a nice girl. I actually have a nice girl, bro. Hmm. Taking the rook. Does it really change anything? It doesn't. Who doesn't know Pakistan is crazy one? I really don't think this changes anything, bro. But I don't think this changes anything. Yeah, taking the rook doesn't change anything. Oh Lord, what's happening here? Hmm. Wait, this guy is starting to piss me off.